Hello, this is the part 3 of our algebraic expression sheet, right? We are trying to do what? We are trying to convert phrases into expressions, correct? I haven't written phrases and expressions on the top, but this is what we are doing, right? We have already done 2 sheets before this, correct? So what you should do first? Define your variable. So this time, I'm going to define my variable here itself and then write the expression here, okay? First, let me read them out. You make a copy of this, okay? Even number, odd number, 3/4 less than a number, sum of number and its square. Number taken away from its square. Difference of number and its reciprocal. Sum of consecutive numbers. Now, what are consecutive numbers? Well, that's a new thing for you. Some of you, I should say. Consecutive numbers are numbers which come together. For example, 5 and 6 are consecutive. 3, 4, 5, 6, they all come together like that. So sum of consecutive numbers is like one number is x, the other number should be x plus 1. Do you get it? The next number, okay? Well, x minus 1 is also consecutive. You could use that also, okay? No problems. Sum of number and its reciprocal. You know what reciprocal is by now, correct? We did it in part 2, right? Reciprocal is 1 over x. If the number is 5, reciprocal of 5 is 1 over 5. If the number is 10, reciprocal is 1 over 10. If the number is 3 over 4, then the reciprocal is 4 over 3. Correct. Difference of number and its reciprocal. Okay. 5 less than product of two numbers. So this should be of, right? 5 less than product of two numbers. And then we have reciprocal of sum of two numbers. Reciprocal of sum of two numbers. Read like that. Reciprocal of sum of two numbers. Okay? So I hope you have made a copy of this. If not, you can stop the video, make a copy, and then think how to write expressions, right? So we'll write expressions here. So for each phrase, so what are these? These are phrases, right? And these are expressions. And what we need to do? Define our variable. So even number, we say let the number be n. Then even number will be what? 2 times n. See, even number are numbers which are multiplied or which are multiples of 2, right? So every time 2n will be an even number. So what will be the odd number? Odd number is 1 more than even number or 1 less than, right? It's always better to use more than. 2n plus 1 is odd number. Let's say n is 1, then 1 times 2 is 2, even. If n is 2, 2 times 2 is 4, even. 3 times 2 is 6, even. Now let's try here. 1 times 2 plus 1. 2 plus 1 is 3. 3 is odd, right? 4 times 2 is 8. 8 plus 1, 9. 9 is odd. You can try any number. 3 times 2 is 6. 6 plus 1, 7. Odd. So always you get an odd number if you use 2n as 2n plus 1, okay? And 2n for even, okay? 3/4 less than a number. That means from the number we take away 3/4, right? Sum of number and its square. So let the number be n. So we are using n for all these numbers unless there is a change. If there is a change, I will redefine, okay? Sum of number and its square. So sum means addition, right, of number and its square. Number taken away from its square. So n square minus n. The number is taken away from its square. It is not n minus n square, which could be a mistake, right? You should correct it. N square minus n. Number taken away from its square, okay? Difference of number and its reciprocal. So difference of number is n minus reciprocal is 1 over n, correct? You know reciprocal is 1 over n, correct? Sum of consecutive numbers. So if n is a number, which is the next number? N plus 1. So we add them both, right? we add n plus the other number is n plus 1. Okay, so this is sum of consecutive numbers. We wrote them in brackets. The next number is n plus 1. So we say if one number is n, the other number is n plus 1. We can write these are the two numbers, n and a number which comes thereafter, immediately after. Okay, n plus 1. So sum is n plus 1. Sum of number and its reciprocal. That means number plus 1 over n. This is to remind you what reciprocal is. Reciprocal is 1 over n. Okay. Difference of number and its reciprocal. So this is repeated. Difference of number and its reciprocal. Okay. Let's write it again. Doesn't matter. Now 5 less than product of two numbers. Now let the two numbers be. Let us say the two numbers be a and b. Okay. So 5 less than product of two numbers, that means a times b minus 5. So I wrote times here, but even if I don't write, it means product. Okay, reciprocal of sum of two numbers. Okay, let the numbers be a and b. Then what is sum of two numbers? A plus b. And what is going to be its reciprocal? 1 over a plus b. This is complicated. Think over it. Okay, and go over it again. Well, advantage of video, you can always replay, correct? Fine. Thank you. I hope you understand. And then we move on to the next sheet, which is part 4, and where we have more division.